Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me tonight on this webinar. Yes, tonight is going to be informative. We're going to have a good time. And please type in something in the chat box. Let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. And while we just wait for more people to join us and come in. So can you see me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Titi says yes. Let me see who else is on the call. Okay, we've got a few people on the call. Wow, that's good tonight. I'm going to wait for more people to come in. So just everyone else, let me know if you can see me and you can hear me, right? Excuse me. Okay, that's good. That's good. So how's everyone doing? How's your day been? I hope you've had a good day. My day's been quite busy, but I thank God it's been a good day. It's been a good week so far. So just, let me see. Let me know how you're doing. Just say something in the chat box before we get into this. Just going to wait a few more minutes, about 3 or 4 more minutes, just to wait for more people to come on to the call. Okay. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes and we can get ready and start the show. Cool. So tonight, we're just going to be talking about how to write a book in 90 days and what it takes to write your book in 90 days and the process that you need in order to write and complete your book in 90 days. It's going to be a good one tonight, so I hope you learn a lot. Make sure you have your pens and your paper and take some notes. And we'll be taking questions at the end. So once we finish, you can type in your questions in the question box and we'll be able to answer questions later on. And also, I have an offer for you at the end. So at the end, I'll talk about the offer and yeah, it's going to be a good one. So still waiting for a few more people to come on, but it looks like we might as well just wait just till 9:05, 2 more minutes, and we get going. So while we're waiting for people to come on, I'm just gonna create a poll and bring it out, and you can answer the questions and let me see, what you feel. So look at the poll and let me know your answer, if it's yes or no. If you've ever tried to write a book before, I need to take some water, please. So let me know if you've ever tried to write a book before. Since tonight we're talking about how to write a book. So this is the poll question for you. Have you ever tried to write a book before in the past, by yourself or with a friend or in any way? Have you ever tried to write a book? Okay. Gonna end the poll in a few more seconds now, so get going, let me know. Okay, wow. Wow. Yes, that's a huge number. And 33% no. Okay. Okay, so another question for you. Okay. So most of you that said yes, this question is for you. So also at writing your book, because 67% is quite a lot. So how successful were you in writing your book? And for those that said no, something else is coming for you. So don't worry, I've not left you out. So those of you that said yes, how successful were you in writing your book? Okay, I'm gonna end the poll now. It said not at all. Okay, so we're gonna look into that tonight, and the reasons why most people are not successful in writing their books, or why some don't even get started in writing their books. So that's probably the next question for those that said they've never written a book before. It will be why not? Okay. So these are for those that said no. Why have you not tried to write your book, basically? So let me know, and then we're going to go straight into today's seminar. Okay, gonna end the poll now so we can just get going. Oh, wow. So it was 50-50. 50% each, not sure and just can't. Okay. So yeah, so today we're going straight into this seminar today. I said seminar, should be webinar, I should say actually. Me please, and I'll bring it up. Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're talking about become an author in 90 days or less. See the screen? Just let me know you can all see the slides. Can you all see the slides? Yes? Okay. Yes? Okay. All right then. So, excuse me, let's get into this. So become an author in 90 days or less, how to write a book, even if you don't know how to get started and if you've never written before. So today's outline. First of all, I'll just tell you about my story. You know, who am I and why I'm talking to you. Why become an author? The obstacles of writing. Secrets to overcoming the writer's block. And also the simple 90 days formula to writing your book. So this is what we'll be talking about today. Okay, so my story, who am I? Excuse me. My name is Tunji Ogunjimi, as most of you know. And this is a picture of me and my twin sister. I am a twin. I was born a twin. Still a young man. I was born premature. Me and my twin sister both weighed 1 pound, actually. And the doctors said we weren't going to live, we weren't going to make it, and all those kind of stuff. And even though I was born 1 pound, or I weighed 1 pound, I had a hole in my heart at the same time. So it was very critical, you know, so I had to have an operation done. And thank God, we're both still alive today. So that's a testament and a testimony to God, and just thank him for, you know, keeping us, because most people's children that's been born premature haven't made it, but we're still alive today. So, you know, just want to thank God for that. Okay, so what do I do? This is my ministry. For those that don't know, I know some people on the call do know me. I am a pastor. I'm a minister, and I lead a ministry called Glory Realm Ministries. And I do public speaking, worship, which is singing. So I do lots of singing and public speaking, mainly nearly every weekend, but not every weekend, but sometimes it's quite busy. So when it comes to books, I've written 3 books. This is my first book, Glory Realm Worshipper. My books are faith-based, just to let everyone know. I am working on some books that are not faith-based at the moment, but my 3 books that are out are faith-based and self-development or self-help, but still along the lines of faith-based books. So this is my first book, Glory Realm Worshipper. And I started writing this book in 2000 and early 2010, or no, late 2009, I should say. But I didn't really get going. The reason why I started writing, good friends, Kunle Oyedeji, wrote his book and launched it, and some other friends have written books. And I thought, okay, I can do this as well. Why not? I have something to say. But, you know, when you're in an environment whereby sometimes you've been told certain things and it stops you from doing what you want to do. So I just thought, well, I just really can't do it because I've been told I'm this or I'm that. I'm not sharp enough. I forget things too much and all those kind of things. And, oh, you're dyslexic and all those kind of things. So I thought, well, I can't do this. But what really got me into writing was in 2010, I lost my mum. From 2006 to 2010, I was a full-time carer for my mum because she had a stroke and diabetes and kidney failure. And it was a very, very hectic time in my life. And that's the period that I started writing lots of notes and just putting things down. But I wasn't thinking of writing a book. I was just free. So I was spending time studying, trying to build up my ministry because I'm a minister. So I got free time in my hands and I was able to just do a lot of studying and stuff. So when Mum passed, or before she passed, I told her about, yeah, I'm thinking of writing a book and all that. She said, yeah, go for it. You can do it. And that's what really got me going, and that's what kept me believing that, okay, I can do it, because one, my mom believed in me, and before she passed, she said, go do it. So 2010, I really put my energy into writing that book, and in 2011, I published it. So my first book, Glorium Worshiper, was published in 2011. Then after that, I waited for a while, and then I published my second book, Glorium Living, in 2014. Yeah, 2014. But I started writing it late 2012. Late 2012. I wrote a couple of pages and I just put it down. Then 2013, I just said, okay, I need to just continue writing this book because the word needs to come out. So I started writing this book, and then another book came to mind as well while I was writing this, and that was my third book, which was The Worshipper in You. And I was writing two books at the same time. And while writing those two, another book came into mind, which is not published yet. It's nearly finished. I was writing at the same time with these, so I was writing 3 books at the same time. And that's another book that should be coming out this year. So this is the reason why I can say, yes, you can write a book, and you can write it in a period of time if you really focus yourself, you know, to do what you need to do. So basically, this is me. This is what I do. I'm a speaker. I lead worship. So you can see on the screen there, author, speaker, book coach now. TL Consultancy started late last year, whereby I started coaching people to write in their books. And this is one of the things why I'm doing the seminar. So yes, let's go on. Okay, so advantages of writing a book. Why should you write a book? Why should you become an author? First of all, you'll be able to share your message to the world. You can let people know what you know. Most of you have something to say, and it's time to let people know what you know. You can use your message or use your book to make impact and add value to the lives of others. Your book can go to places where you've never been. And I've just remembered, actually, I didn't put this on the slide. I remember I got a feedback from some people in Slovakia and Romania about my first book, Glorium Worshiper. And these guys, both of them, one was in prison and one was a drug addict. And I don't know how my book got to those countries. I really don't know how it did, because I've never been there before. But basically, they sent me messages to say my book has touched them. Now they've stopped drugs. The other guy's out of prison, and they've both given their life to Christ, and now they're Christians and moving on with their life, trying to make a meaning of their life. So your book can make impact, and it can add value to the lives of people. So that's why it's important, to write a book. It increases your credibility and visibility. Once you write a book, you become credible. You become visible. People get to know more about you because of your book. It establishes you as an authority or an expert in your field. Most of you on the call, I'm not sure, probably if you're in business or you own a business, or if you're in ministry, or you're in a career, or there's just something that you're very good at doing. If you write a book on that subject, you become an authority. You become an expert in that subject. Like for me, my books, if you can see, they're all written around worship, around the glory, because that's my thing. That's what I'm known for. So you become an authority in your field. So I'm an authority when it comes to teaching on worship, when it comes to teaching on the glory of God, because that's what I do. So if you're in business, whatever business you're in, if you write a book on that subject, you become an authority in that field. It generates TV, radio, and magazine interviews. You know, there's so many people that's written books. They've been able to go on TV, able to go on radio shows, and, you know, being featured in magazines. I've been fortunate to be able to go on all the Christian TV stations in London. I've been able to go on there just because of my books. I've been able to go on most radio stations as well, just because of my books. So once you write a book, it opens up doors to places that normally you can never, you know, get to. So it's important to know these things can happen once you write a book. And then you can become a keynote speaker. A book will definitely open the door to speaking engagements. I've been able to speak at different conferences and seminars just because of my book, because people know that, okay, yeah, this guy can teach on this subject. So your book will open up doors to places that normally you will never get to. So that's why it's important, or it's an advantage, to write a book. Okay. So the obstacles of writing your book. What stops you? What stops you from writing? What stops most people from writing their book? You can probably, you know, say some stuff in the chat if you want. Just, you know, let me know what stops people from writing their book. Just type in a few things, what you think stops people from writing their book before I go on. Let me see what you think. What stopped people from writing their book? Okay, Titi said time. Titi said block. Becca said focus. Okay, come on, more people. What stops people from writing? There's still more of you on the call. What stops people from writing? Fear. Hello, said fear. Insecurity. Putting information together. We'll always read what I have to say. Okay, that's good. That's good. Excuse me. And sorry about my voice. I lost my voice last month, and I'm still trying to get it back. So that's why I keep drinking some water just to get my voice back. Not knowing what to write about. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so someone else has already said it. Fear. The fear of people saying, I can't write. I can't write a book. Why should I be able to write a book? You know, I think that's the biggest thing that really stops people from writing their book. Fear. And that's something that you need to overcome. You know, you need to overcome that fear of I can't write. You can write. You know, most of us have been in school. We've done exams. We've had to write essays at university, college. So you can write, you know, you definitely can write, but obviously you just need to know how to put it in a book format. But you can write. Okay, it's already been done before. What can I say? You know, like Elo said, there are other authors. So there are other authors that have written on probably the subject that you want to write on. So you're thinking, well, what do I have to say? Because someone else has already said it. But the thing is that you would be able to say it in a different way. You're different from that other author who has written on that subject. So you'll be able to say it in a different way, in a different tone, with a different style. Let's look at someone, Anthony Robbins. He's written so many books on motivation and success, but there are other people that are in the field. You know, so like Les Brown. But Les Brown can't say, oh, because Tony Robbins has written a book, I'm not going to write one because we're in the same field. But they both bring it from different angles. Yes, they're doing the same thing, but you're going to bring it from a different angle. So you do have something to say, and you can say it differently. Now, this is the big one that everyone says. I was even speaking to one of my friends last week saying, oh, bro, you need to write your book. I'm too busy. I don't have time. That's one of the biggest things that people say. I do not have time. Everyone has the same time. 24 hours. If Tony Robbins can write a book, if Les Brown can write a book, if T.D. Jakes can write a book, if Oprah can write a book, all these successful people who are doing more stuff than most of us and who are busier than us, if they can find the time to write a book, then obviously we can as well. It just depends, how do you spend your time? Are you serious about writing that book? If you are serious, then you will create the time for writing that book. Uncertainty, not sure if you're good enough. You know, most people think that, well, I'm not that great. My information may not be, you know, valuable to people and stuff like that, but you are. Whatever you have to say is valuable. People should hear your story. People should hear your message. You know, whatever you have to say is important. Don't think that you're not good enough to write a book. You are. You are very good enough to write that book. Resources. I lack the funds. That's, you know, most people's excuse as well, because money. So I had to now find ways in order to bring the cost down much cheaper. And there are ways that you can bring things down cheaper. What other people think. You know, what other people might have said, or you're thinking that, well, if I write that book, people may not like it. They've told me I can't really write. Anyway, they've told me I'm not good enough. So because of that, I'm not going to write. You know, you don't need to listen to what people say. Do what you've got to do. If you know you want to write that book, go ahead and do it. Don't listen to what people are saying about you. Because if you listen to other people's opinions, then you're never going to sit up and do it. You're never ever going to sit up and do it. But just go for it. If it's something you want to do it. Okay, so now we've looked at what stops people from writing their book. So now when you now make the decision to say, okay, I'm going to step forward and write that book. So things to look at before you even start writing. You have to understand that a book is not written, it's engineered. A book is engineered in your mind first. It's first conceived in you. So before you start, you need to conceive your book. You need to know within you that there is a book in you. I say anyone can write a book because everyone has a book in them. Anyone can write a book because everyone has a book in them. So your book is engineered first before it is written. So you got to know that first. Then once you understand that, then you need to know your why. What is your why? What is the reason for your book? Is it just to make money? Is it just to make you famous? What is your why? Understand your why. Don't just write the book, but know the reason why you're writing the book. That's very, very important because that will help you to get your book out of you. Once you know your why, your book will definitely come out. Identify a problem. So once you know the reason why you want to write a book, identify a problem. Determine the needs of your audience. Before you ever start writing, find the focus point of your audience, the pain point. What is their pain point? Know their problem. Determine their needs, their desires, and the problems. Something that you can solve. Then present a problem. Give the pain point. So this is, even before you start writing, is what you need to think about. Before you even start putting pen to paper, this is just what you need to think about. Know that your book is first engineered in you. Know your why, the reason why you're writing the book. Identify the problem and find a solution that you want to bring. And then you need to find a coach. Be accountable to someone. If it's a friend, ideally a book coach, an author coach. Find someone that you're going to be accountable to. Someone that will make sure that, yes, you get that book out because you said you're going to do it. But this is even before you start writing. You need to find an accountability partner. Okay. So the 4 secrets to overcoming the writer's block. Who understands what the writer's block is? Can you type that in? What is the writer's block? What is the writer's block? Anyone? Getting stuck? Okay. Or what to write about or how to write it? Anyone else? Going blank? Okay. Becky says it's new to her. Okay. Okay, so basically you guys have, you've answered it. You've definitely answered it. So it's going blank, stopping at every point, getting stuck while you're writing, feeling empty, you know? So that's the writer's block. So what can you do to overcome the writer's block? So I've talked about before you even get started. So this is when you've started now. So now you've understood, sorry, that, okay, I want to write that book. It's engineered in you that, yes, you've got a book in you. It's time to write it. But you're feeling stuck because you're not going through the process that you need to go through. So, first thing that could help you, excuse me, is first of all, write down the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't think too much. The first thing that comes to your mind. Just the first thing. It could be a word, it could be a sentence. The first word or sentence that comes to your mind, get and write it down. Since we're on the call now, and I think most of you have paper with you, write down the first word that comes to your mind in the field or in whatever genre that you want to write in. So the first thing that comes to your mind. I'll give you 1 minute to do that. Yep. Have you done it? So the first thing that comes to your mind, and like I said, or like it says on there, you need to do this on paper. You can't do this on your laptop, your iPhone, your iPad, your Kindle. Make sure you get paper. Make sure you get paper. You need to do it on paper. I'm going to make sure I say that again. You need to do this on paper. So it could be the first word that comes to your mind, you could write it probably in a circle in the middle of the paper. Yep. So once you've done that, once you've put it down, now you're going to be able to mind map your book. You'll be able to flow. Once you put down the first word that comes to your mind, you look at the word and different other words will come to your mind that associates with that word. So let's look at probably, I put down finances. Just say I put down finances in the middle of my paper. So I can just put down finances. I put an arrow to another section of the paper. I'll put down lifestyle, success, entrepreneurship, a nice house, nice car, taking care of my family, finding a mentor, business, career path. So different other things will come to your mind once you put down the first word. So you don't cut the flow, just continue with other words that come to your mind once the first word comes to mind. Then once you get all those other words, different words will come. So once you get one word, another word will come that can associate to that word, or probably a sentence. So different sentences and words can come to your mind. Excuse me. Then once that happens, you now group those words, group those ideas, put things into place. So you group those words that are attached to each other. Once you group those words that are attached to each other, you're going to see that your table with the paper, or probably you have a post-it notes. I think post-it notes is even better, to be honest. So your post-it notes will start moving. So you can put family together with the house, with the car, with what else can go with that? Can't remember now. Okay, so finances, you put career, you put probably business, you put a mentor. So you group your ideas into place. You start putting things in place and you start getting creative. You start getting structure. Then from when you now group everything in place, you now make a list from those ideas. You make a list from the ideas and you'll be able to sort out your book. So the writer's block won't be there because you will be able to have a sketch in a way of your book in front of you. So from your ideas, from the list that you have, you'll be able to sort out your whole book. So you'll be able to start writing from those ideas that you've put down. So you will be able to flow. There wouldn't be any blockage because you've organized and structured yourself in order to write your book. Yeah, do you guys understand that? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about overcoming the writer's block. Say something in the chat. Let me see. Let me know what you think, guys. Is that very helpful to you? You're having a writer's block right now. Wow. So from what I said, Titi, can that help you to overcome? So write down these things and, you know, see how that helps you. Anyone else? Is it helpful? Becca said yes, very helpful. Anyone else? Yes. Hello says yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. So definitely, guys, this will definitely help you to overcome the writer's block. Seriously. Once you do this, it will definitely help you. Okay. So the 90 days formula. The 90 days formula. This is extremely helpful. Wow, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Abby says yes, it's very helpful. Oh, Titi, I'll come back to questions later on. Yep. So make sure you put that in a question later on. Okay, so the 90 days formula. The first thing to do is planning. We basically planned from doing your writer's block. So that's basically planning your book. So first you need to have clarity. What is your book about? What is the purpose of your book? You need to be clear on what your book is about. What is the purpose of your book? You need to be able to narrow down your target market, your target audience. Who is your book for? Your book cannot be for everyone. Your book cannot be for everyone. You need to narrow in on your target market. Narrow in on your target market. Outline your book from the mind mapping that you've done. And find out what length of book do you want. I advise people, don't write more than 100 pages. Don't let your book be more than 100 pages. No one really reads over 250 pages anymore. Only if it's written by probably Tony Robbins. Like Tony Robbins' new book about money is about 600 pages. but people will buy it and read it because it's Tony Robbins, because he's an authority. You know, but if you're a first-time author, your book shouldn't be more than 100 pages, to be honest, or 120 pages. Nothing more than that. Okay, so once you've now planned your book, so this is what you do within the 90 days. You planned your book, you found out your clarity, you know your target market, you've outlined your book, you know how big you want your book to be. Now you need to what? Getting started. You need to get started on doing your book. So first you need to now, once you want to get started, decide, commit, and resolve to writing that book. Don't plan, do all that planning, mind mapping, and then you leave it to one side again. You need to get started, decide, commit, and resolve in your mind that I'm going to write this book. In 2015, I'm going to write this book. Set a deadline. So once you've committed to saying you're going to write that book, you need to set a deadline. You've got 90 days, set a deadline. When do you want to finish this book within the 90 days? When do you want to finish this book within the 90 days? Find a writing place. Find a place that's comfortable for you to start writing. Don't go somewhere where you know it's noisy. If you have kids, you know they're going to be, you know, disturbing, making noise. Find a comfortable place to write your book. Find a comfortable place to write your book. Then the next thing is you need to take action. So you've decided, you've committed, you've set your deadline, you found where you want to start writing. Take action, start writing. You've mind mapped, you've planned, so everything is in front of you. You know what you want to do, you know what you want to write about. Start taking action and start writing. Then you're going to start writing, but you need to now structure your book. Your book must have a focus. So once you're writing, you know you need to now structure your book. Let your book have a focus. Don't let it just go everywhere. Put things in place properly. Know what comes after next. Know what comes next after the previous thing that you've written. From your mind map, then you need to set out your chapters. What are you writing about? What will people be reading in the book? So these are things you're going to do within the 90 days to get your book out within 90 days. Then from the chapters, you need to get your subjects. So your sections, because in a chapter, you can have sub-chapters and sections and subsections within the book. What order will the book be in? You know, what comes after the first thing you've said, or what comes after the chapter, the title of the chapter, what comes next? Structure your book. Then you need to design your book. Book cover design with the book title, for me, is the book. It's the best unique selling point you could have. There's no point writing a good book that has a great content and the title and the book cover is rubbish. Your book cover and your title is what sells the book, is what catches the eye of people. Your design, you need to have a professionally designed book. These are the formula for the 90 days. Layout of the book. How do you want your book to look within the book? When people open up the book, what should they see? How do you want your book laid out? You need to know the inner pages, how you want it laid out. How should it look? How should your book look inside the book? Sorry, bear with me 1 minute, please. Wow, just noticed that some slides did not come up. Sorry, 1 minute, bear with me, please. Sorry, 1 second, please. I'm not sure what's gone wrong. Okay, can you guys see this slide now? So sorry about that. Can you see the slides now? Information that you need for your book in front of you to write your book. So I'm just going to go through some feedbacks from some of my clients. I've helped a few people to get their book out within 90 days. Yep. Like I said, I have an offer for you at the end of this webinar. Okay, so this is Daniel Chan, and I helped coach him while he was writing his book called Walking with Jesus. And he was able to write it way within 90 days, way within 90 days. And this is what he had to say once, we finished working together. Working with CEO Consultancy has been a pleasure, professional, but with a kingdom mindset. Like I said, I'm a Christian, so some of the guys that come to me are Christians, so some of their wordings will be kind of faith-based, so that's why it says kingdom mindset. I was able to receive genuine advice, guidance, and support throughout the process of writing this book. So basically, it's just, letting you understand he got advice, he got guidance, he got support, and he was able to get out his book, basically. He was able to get out his book on time. This is another client, Anne. I think she's on the call, if I'm right. I know she registered. Take off the mask. You know, she came to me and she wanted to write a book. She had an idea, but she didn't know how to go about it. So I helped her, you know, restructure her book title and the subtitle. You know, so we went back and forth, thought about things, and we got a winning title and a winning subtitle. You know, take off the mask, be you, stop pretending. You know, so this is what she had to say. So my coaching session with TL Consultancy has now come to an end. It has been a great experience, and I learned a lot of practical things that I'll be able to use again in the future. I'm glad that I approached Mr. T.O. T.O. basically is Tunji Ogunjimi for the coaching sessions, even though I was nervous about it and the old publishing aspects of the book, but I would recommend that you contact him if you are looking for a book author, a book coach. So those are two of my clients. There's another lady, Priska, En Route to Destiny. That was another title. She actually had a title, to be honest, actually, but I just helped her with coaching her to get the book out. And these guys, most of them done their book within 30 to 60 days. They're able to finish writing their books. She says, wow, what a journey it has been. I'm pretty much near the end of my goal. Just finishing touches, making sure things remain professional. I'm really glad I had a book coaching session with TL Consultancy. Saved a lot of time, helps me to market my title on a solid platform. I had connections with other professionals who were reliable and produced fantastic results that exceeds my expectation. So now she's just looking forward to her book launch, just waiting on the date for her book launch, and she's going to launch her book. And this is just the last person I'm going to talk about today, Tunde Adelaja. And his book is called The Spirit of Sonship, Disclosing of the Sons. And he said, I had a great session with TL Consultancy in the preparation and the writing of my very first book, The Spirit of Sonship. It was quite challenging at first, but he was able to get the results that he wanted. So these are people that have worked with me. Like I said, I am a book author coach. And I have an offer for you today, for those that are on the call. Excuse me, just drinking water again. So for those of you that are on the call, got an offer for you today. And you're not paying for anything, just to let you know that for today. Anyway, you're not paying for anything at all. Okay, so how is the author experience 90-day coaching program with me? Just to talk about it for a second. So you've heard from people that come on my coaching program to help them get their book out within 90 days. And most of them have done it way before the 90-day period. Okay, so one-on-one weekly strategy calls with me. So we'll basically be on the phone or probably on Skype and be able to talk about your ideas, how you're doing, what's going on with your book. So that'll be once a week. We'll start having group coaching sessions as well. In case we have a large group, we could have group coaching sessions on a webinar like this, or probably via Skype. So everyone can benefit at the same time. Just created a private Facebook page, so you'll be able to have access to the Facebook page as a member and be able to talk with other people within the group, and they'll be able to, you know, share ideas and support you. Full support on my side. to the end of your book. I'll definitely support you to the very end, and even to your book launch. You know, make sure you get all the support that you need in order to write that book. Help you build the author experience, building your image and your branding. And additional services like giving you access to people that can help you with book cover, logo design, website building, video promos, and also editing services. So that's the coaching, the 90-day coaching program with me. Oh, I've just noticed that you said you can't see the slides. I just noticed that some of you said you didn't see the slides. I made it full screen, so I couldn't see your questions. So none of you saw what I've just spoke about? Did any of you see the slides? None of you saw the slides at all? Did you see the slides? Because I just seen some questions or some statements from Titi and Becca. Did everyone else see the slides? Okay, so should I go on? Oh. Okay, okay. Okay, so let's finish this. Okay, so what's on offer today? Can you see the slides now? Can you all see this slide? What says on offer today? Okay, so what's on offer today? Like I said in the beginning, I'm not selling you anything today. I'm not selling you anything today. What's on offer today is a free 15 to 30 minutes consultation with me to join the program. So that's going to be the offer today, a free 15 to 30 minutes, let's say 30 minutes consultation with me to join the book coaching program. And once you sign up for the program, you will also get, you can register for your free consultation on www.tlconsultancy.com. And once you sign up for that, you'll also be able to download a free report, which is about basically a report that says you can write that book. Yep. So the offer should be displayed whereby you can go to the link and be able to access the website and put in your details. Can you see that the offer should be up now? So you should be able to click on the link and go to www.tlconsultancy, put in your details for a free consultation with me, and you'll be able to get access to a free download of a report that I wrote about You Can Write That Book. So that's what's on offer today. I'm not selling you anything. Just a free consultation with me. We talk about what you want to do regarding your book and how I can help you, and if you're best fit for the program, and we'll be able to go from there basically. So there's no offer. I know someone asked about the cost. Let's go through the 15 to 30 minutes consultation first, and then we'll be able to talk about costs. But because you've been on the webinar tonight, you're going to get a discount anyway, so that's fine. You're not going to pay the full price. You're going to get a discount anyway because you've been on the webinar tonight, so that's fine. So don't worry about how much it costs yet. Okay, so basically, we've come to the end, basically. So you can write a book fast when you have a formula. You can write a book fast when you have a formula. So any questions? Let me get some questions now. I know Kemi just asked about the 90-day program I talked about. Can you see me on video now? So basically the 90-day program, which I talked about, to get access to it, like I said, is you're going to have a 30 minutes free consultation with me. Then we'll be able to talk about the 90-day program, which I've explained. You've seen the slides, so I'll be able to talk more about that to you on the phone, and you get a discount because you've been on the webinar, and we'll take it from there. But like I said today, there's no offer, so you don't need to take out your credit cards for anything or your debit cards. The offer for today is a free consultation with me and also a free report. A free report. So you can download the report. Once you put in your details on the website, you get access to download the report, and also we'll be able to have a free consultation together, and we'll take it from there. So any questions, please? Let's go through questions now. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions, anyone? No questions? Questions about what we've spoken about today? Has it been beneficial? Have you learned anything? Let me know what you've learned today. Any questions? Okay, what about the publishing and the marketing of the book? Like I said, when we go through the consultation, we'll be able to do all that as well. So once you sign up for the consultation, we'll be able to talk about marketing. We'll be able to talk about different types of publishing options and stuff. So I hope that answers your question, Titi. Okay, Becca says the webinar was on point and clear. Thank you very much for that. Anyone else? Hope you guys took a lot of notes so that when we do go for the consultation and we get started, you'll be able to, know how to go on and, do what you need to do. Dee says very informative. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Questions or anything else you have to say? So are you guys signing up for the free registration? the free call. Are you signing up? Were you able to see the link? Were you guys able to see the link? Were you able to click on the link for the registration? Thank you very much, Kemi. Got in at the end, but love the style. Okay, so Titi, you've registered and you got the free book. Nice, that's good. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, thank you, Kemi. Hope you've got the link there so you can. Thank you, Abby. Now you're motivated to get writing. That's good. That's good. I like that. Okay. Wait one more minute and we'll call it a day. Something to ask or something you want to say. Hello, anything you want to say? What about D? Do you have anything to say or have you registered? You know, even if you don't come, even if you don't get on the 90-day program with me, that's fine, but you can still get the report, you know, so that's okay. You can register and get the report, read it, and, you know, hopefully it helps you, you know. So waiting for a few more minutes. Hello, do you have anything to say or ask? Alicia and D, I know some of you are still here. Alicia, yes. You said yes regarding, is that you've read? Okay, so you've got the report. Nice one, thank you. Okay, so thank you guys. That's it basically. Much, Kieran. Got your text as well. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Okay, guys, it looks like that's it for today. It's been good being on this webinar with you. Thank you guys for coming in. And if you want to watch the replay is going to be sent out as well. Kemi says not able to download the report for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, because everyone else has been able to download it. Okay. Kemi, I'm just going to give you my email address and send me a blank why you can't download it. So this is my email address. Send me a blank email and I'll forward you the report. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's been good. Please go on to TO Consultancy on Facebook and leave a message. Let me put the link up actually for TO Consultancy. You know, let people know how you thought the webinar was. This is an open group, by the way, so you could also like the page as well. But when you now come on to the program, I'm going to open up a private group for everyone so that we can all talk and discuss and share things there. Okay, so please go on this page, like the page, and just leave feedback on how today went, on how you enjoyed the webinar. And yep, thank you very much, guys. It's been good, and God bless you, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Okay, bye for now.